What's up, Trouble?
Oh, hey.
Hey. So
Hey.
our guest is backstage, but he literally got a phone call just as we were getting ready to go live. So he'll let me know when he's back. He had to go handle something. So he is here. But listen, El Teddy, welcome and welcome again. Now,
Well, we seem so.
first of
I feel
all,
like I haven't seen you in so long. I haven't
I
seen you in
know,
so
right?
long.
My goodness. It has been a whole, 30 minutes.
This is only our third live together
Third
today.
live today. So first of all, I want to thank Just Patches for becoming a member. Thank you so much for joining the membership. Go check out those members only lives. Go back in the archives and see what I done put on private. My 10K celebration is still on members only because we went into members only at the end and acted a fool, and I haven't edited yet. So go check that out.
We
Um,
did act crazy. That was fun.
we did act a fool.
We did.
Every time I have ever had to lose my cool and I had to tell the people some things, I privated all of those videos. So, you know, you can go check those out. um, Listen, we are here to talk to Robert Ray. El Teddy, my partner in crime, is here. I said, Robert, I said, my little brother's coming through. He said, if he cool with you, he cool with me. So it is what it
Well,
is. We're
that's
going to have a
good.
good time. Right. We're going to have a good time. Now,
I
El
am
Teddy,
the nice one.
oh, Jesus. Now, El Teddy, I know you didn't finish reviewing the season, but have
But
you
I did
finished
watch
watching
all
the
of the
season?
episodes.
So, and I know you're going to be honest. So, tell me your honest opinion, child. How you like the season? I haven't done my review for the final episode yet, but thank you. Love you too, Patches. And Tedley, I see you dropping some stuff. We might have to have you back up here so you can push your products, honey. I'm always here to support. Always here to support. How did you feel about the rest of the season? Like I said, I know you're busy, and let me. I'm gonna speak for El Teddy when I say this. El Teddy's not finishing the season is not indicative of his feelings. He is just got a lot going on, child. He got a lot going on over there.
You
He
have
really.
no idea. Ooh. Um. I think that um it was okay. I still think the best season was season two.
Okay.
I probably will put this season right after season two.
Okay. Okay.
I would go season two, then four, then probably one. Last season just didn't. It was something off last season, so I really, it just, I don't know. I didn't really feel last season like that. But to me, if I had to rank the seasons in order, it would be two, four, three. I'm sorry, two, four, one, and then three.
Okay. Hey Jamar, what's up, Jamar? 84 in the house.
Hey, Jamar.
Production. Now listen, Jamar. Now Jamar has a project that's dropping to Friday. His
Okay.
movie is coming out Friday. So Jamar, I might make you a mod so you can drop the link so people can go watch the movie, go check you out by invitation only. And I'm looking forward to it. Even though Scotty done ruined it for me, he done spoiled the ending, so I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all. But I'm still gonna go watch it, child. I don't think he knew he spoiled the ending for me. He was just
Is it
talking.
where's it gonna be located? Like is it streaming or
That's why I'm gonna let him drop the link. It's on a
okay.
YouTube channel,
Okay, okay,
but
good.
I'm not sure. That's why. That's what you know. What? Hold on, let me do it right now. I'm gonna make him a mod. So that I can
Ooh, I have had a long day today.
you've had a lot going on. Now I was down to the reunion. Scotty couldn't have spoiled the ending because he hasn't seen it yet. Okay, then he must be talking about something else. Then okay, good, good. Then he didn't spoil it. He must have been talking about something else. Then good, good, good. Maybe he was talking about that other movie you were in with Rico Cassadine. Maybe that's what he was talking about.
Is this on like one of the A Connection TVs or shout out to Wesley? over at A Connection.
Yeah.
Or on Lando King Productions.
Um, I'm not sure. Hold on. Y'all know I'll be getting sidetracked easily. Child, I don't open up my phone and 20 things
Hmm.
popped up. Let me get into that. Yeah. Oh, they were talking about the assistant. Okay, because I was like, I mean, I hadn't seen that either, but I'm not upset about that one being. I'm not upset about the ending of that being ruined. Um, so yeah, again, Robert got a phone call, and I'll be honest with you, we may end up having to reschedule because it sounded like it wasn't good news. So he'll be back, and like I said, when he's back, we'll you'll figure it out from there. Um, so I must be honest with you, season 2 was off. I mean, season 3 was off, and we know there was a lot of stuff going on with season 3. Child, it was off.
Yeah, season 3 was
Okay,
just
Jamal.
off. It was just
Okay, hold on. Add as a moderator. All right, so he's a mod. So go ahead and drop your links, Jamar, because I know that your movie is coming out on Friday. Okay, Robert is back. Robert, you good? You good? I don't want to. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna mute the screen. Hold on, I'm gonna mute it. That's not gonna work. What I was just thinking, that's not gonna work.
I was
Hold
just
on, let me
about
just bring him up. Hey, you good, Robert?
Yes, I'm good, baby. I'm good. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up?
Hey,
hey.
hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey, hey, we here. What's
We
up?
are here. We are here.
I hope y'all
So,
got y'all
Robert,
drink and
yeah,
y'all
hold on. Where my drink? I
drink
got my
Wait,
drink.
you
Hold on
sure?
one second.
Are you sure you want me to drink? Oh well.
we drinking. We got our cuz.
Okay. Well, let
We
me
got
go
our
ahead and pour.
cuz.
Let me go
I
ahead
don't
and
know if you
pour
want
this
to
good
entertain
drink.
me for a drink. He said you might need to stay sober.
I tried to refrain, but since he asked,
I want to have a good time.
he
With his
asked.
Stella Rosa. You got your Stella Rosa over
You know,
there?
I got my Stella Rosa. I got another bottle in the
I
icebox.
mean, well, Robert, Stella Rosa is like 2% alcohol now. Come on now.
That's like Malibu. You know, I drink Malibu too. You know what I'm saying?
They
Listen,
still
Robert
sell
is not a
Malibu?
he.
Yes.
Oh.
Robert, listen, Robert ain't a drinker. He a smoker
Robert ain't
now.
a drinker
He
like
ain't
that?
the drinker.
Okay.
He ain't the
He
drinker. He smoke.
smoked. He smoked. He don't
Listen,
drink.
Yes. Yes.
we are so listen. I've been trying to get you over here, Robert. So I am glad you are here. I know you said you ain't really going to do an interview until the season was over, so you could talk about everything.
Yes. Yes.
So we
Yes.
know we can't
Yes.
talk about what was talked about on the reunion, but we can talk about
Right.
anything
I
else.
can't talk about everything, but I got majority for you.
I got some questions too.
I
Oh
got some
Lord,
answers.
now listen,
Hmm.
Robert. Let me say this. El Teddy is my little brother, but El Teddy he a little special. So I'm just letting you know now he a little special.
All
Don't
right.
don't
I
look at
could
me
deal
like
with
that.
special. I could deal with
Okay,
special.
okay.
Girl.
So Robert, I generally like to start at the beginning. And again, if there's I usually ask people is there anything off limits, but we ain't get a chance to do that. So if it's something you don't want to talk about, just say I ain't talking about that. So
Now
I
you
like to
know
start.
me, no, you know I'm gonna say that. You know I ain't got no problem saying that ain't stay business.
I know, right? Now I like starting at the beginning. You were born in Dallas because I remember you saying that you are 100% Dallas. You were born in Dallas. That is where you are from.
Yes. I am born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Oak Cliff to be exact, South Oak Cliff. I yeah. I've been here all my life. Most of my family is from South Dallas. Like my mama generation and up is from South Dallas, but they got bougie a little bit, I guess, and moved to Oak Cliff, which is a little bit
They got booed.
but it's still a hood. But yeah, they got bougie and moved to Oak Cliff. So I'm from, Oak Cliff. I'm born and raised. That's where my hood critic said. That's where my stomping grounds
Your
are.
hood credit.
Yeah, that's where my accolades is.
Now you know I don't know nothing about the Dallas, but I hear you. I hear you,
I
child.
got you. That's why it's on my
What up,
face.
T?
It's on this side. No, this side. OCT, Oak Cliff, Texas.
Oh, that's
Shout
what
out
that
to
is.
Oak Cliff,
Okay.
Texas.
Okay. All right. Is that a Texas thing? Because I know you have face tattoos. Dior has face tattoos. Trey, is that a Dallas thing? Is that a Texas thing, or that's just
I
y'all?
don't know. I
I
don't
was trying to
know.
tell her that's not really a Dallas thing. That's like nowadays people get face tattoos. It's
Yeah.
much more common nowadays than, especially in the LGBTQ, Black LGBTQ area. You see a lot of the people with face tats. A
Yes.
lot of them.
I think that's because I know a lot of people that's not even in Texas that have it as well, BM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I
Listen,
have a
I don't. I
question.
But
have no ink. I have no ink, so you gotta work with a sister.
you ain't got not one tattoo, BM.
Mm-mm. Nope. Abby trying to get me to get one every time we
I
go
have
somewhere. Abby
one,
be like, we
just
should go get
one.
a tattoo. We should go get a tattoo. We know you have one.
Yes, y'all hit the like
So
button. Hit the like button. So if y'all see
I'll
me looking over,
definitely
it's
hit the
me
like
looking at
button.
the comments as well. Hit that like button, y'all. Share. Let everybody know we in here.
Let me ask a
Absolutely, we
question,
out here
Robert,
coming
Yes.
because I like to just dive in the deep end. And since we starting in the beginning, let's go back to episode one.
Let's go.
I
in.
feel like Robert, even now that we're at the season finale, I feel like you never fully forgave Dior, or you never fully like got over everything that you were mad at him about. I also refused with everything in me to believe that it was only about him not coming to that one event. I feel like it was more than that. So did you ever fully, or right now can you say everything is forgiven and we good now? And then second, what was it really all about? Because I feel like it was more than just him missing the toy drive.
Okay. I would love to answer that question,
Oh boy.
but answer at the reunion. But let me just say,
I was getting ready to say some of that was just at the reunion.
I'll just say
Okay,
I have to be cautious.
okay, I got you. I got you.
But let me just say this. Um, when in the episode that you're speaking in regards to was in regards to that event. I really, like I said on the show, it had hurt my feelings because it was more so like a little brother hurt. Basically, my feelings was hurt because everybody didn't come to my event, but I didn't really care about everybody not coming to my event. It was more so my big brother didn't come, and this was like my first. I didn't throw no events. I didn't do anything. This was like one of my first events, and that was like that I really was, proud of, and it was like my first in my shop and just a lot. So, I expected my big brother to come to my event. Now, what I was didn't like about it is the fact that I allowed it kind of was televised, you know what I'm saying, versus me dealing with it personally with my big brother, over anything. But those was actual feelings. My feelings was actually hurt that my brother didn't come to.
So it was really over just that one event. Okay,
Correct.
okay.
So
Me and
let's
Dior
go.
didn't
Let's
have
let's
any
go back.
issues. Like,
Oh, okay. So let's go back to your Chasing Dallas situation. How did you first
okay.
get on Chasing Dallas? Like, how was it? What to you, or you went to it, or?
No, Chasing Dallas was actually brought to me. Reese G, shout out to Reese G. I definitely appreciate her for this, bringing me into this platform. I would never take that away from her. But she's seen something in me, and that I wasn't even thinking about doing TV and things like that. And she asked me, she was like, "Hey, you're different. I mean, your personality, people need to see it." And she was like, not too many people see a nail tech like that look like you. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, would you like to showcase it? I was nervous at first because I was like, I don't want to get into all of that. And she explained the things that I needed her to explain, and it went from there. But that's how I was pretty much brought into it. And if
You
you
definitely
remember, I
seem
was supposed to
a
go on the
lot
retreat.
more.
We were supposed. Remember, she had the
Go ahead. Go
retreat.
ahead.
I'm sorry, I was just speaking in regards to that. Remember, she had the retreat, and it was supposed to be 3 old people and 3 new people, and the new people was going to be basically decided who was going to be on the ACAST, basically like in that limelight or whatever. So remember, I didn't make that retreat because me and my mom and my brother went and did some stuff, and that's why Dre Simber and Eric then was upset, you know what I'm saying, and coming at me because I basically got the position that they wanted, you know what I'm saying, without even going to the retreat.
Got
If you
it.
know.
Okay, that makes sense. So now, see, now we're getting some
So
answers
that's
to
where
some
all
stuff.
that
So
energy
now it
last
makes sense
season
why
was coming
Eric
from.
was coming so hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to go on the retreat, which was true, but I mean, it wasn't my fault that I came in as the spot I'm in and I went on the retreat, which originally it was the retreat was supposed to decide who was,
That
But
makes so
Mm.
much sense now because I never understood why Eric came for you so hard. But now that makes
yeah,
now it makes sense.
yeah. So that's
Oh,
what that was.
well, you
But
definitely
that's how I got into it or whatever.
got you. Well, you definitely seem a lot more relaxed this season. You seem more comfortable in front of the camera. Your green screens this season are night and day, and you just seem so much more relaxed in front of the camera. El said, you got another question?
I want to unpack that whole retreat thing because if I'm playing devil's advocate, Eric and Dre Simba would have a reason to be upset that you were just allowed to be on and they didn't have that, they weren't granted those same graces. Now let's be clear.
Um, I
Let's
never
be
said
clear,
they
they
didn't
ain't
have a
shit,
reason.
but
I just said I wasn't the reason. It wasn't my fault that they came at me like
we
it was.
know it's
Yeah,
not
they
you. We know it's
had
not
I never
you.
said they didn't have a reason. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get where they would be coming from with that, but it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, we get that. We know this is all on Reese, and Reese ain't shit either at times too. But that's a
I
whole
love,
nother
El
story.
Teddy, El
Oh,
Teddy,
I'm sorry.
be nice.
I love Reese.
Right.
Reese
We
has
not
his
doing that.
ways.
But
Yeah, we're not
we
doing that. Not up
we
here.
not
We're
doing
not doing no negativity or none of that with that.
that.
Oh,
That
I'm not negative. I'm not.
okay, but yes.
You not. We're moving on. So but yeah, that makes it so what do you think was the difference between last season and this season when you feeling more comfortable? I mean, was it just because you were used to everything? What made you so much more comfortable this season?
Last season I was just it wasn't really a lot of beef that I really wanted that I had issues with. Eric said that he never seen a nail tech with a grill in his mouth. It was like, okay, a lot of people never seen a nail tech with a grill in their mouth. Why would I be yelling and arguing over that? Now I did want to say
Right.
something to him, which is the issue that we had in the parking lot in regards to what he supposedly said at the retreat. But other than that, it wasn't no issue. So it wasn't nothing that I really wanted to confront. But this season, it was, and I knew a lot of them already last season. So it was more calm and it's, chill. This season, it's a bunch of new personalities that I don't know, the issues that I've never dealt with, so you got to see a different me, and when it comes to the camera, I just said I wanted in my green screens, I wanted to be like I was with my friends, my homies. We scold. So that's what y'all see in my green screens, to be honest. It's just me scoring.
Let me ask you this, Robert. So between last season and this season, one thing that continued on was, and people are going to be themselves, but people have painted you as someone who is always ready to be violent or always ready to pop off and you know get physical with someone. Is that really and authentically who you are at all the time? And if that is, do you think that that's something that on a show that's about Black LGBTQ plus community, and that's a trope that's people say all the time about us? all they see us is fighting and carrying on and stuff like that. Is that something that you want people to only think about you, or always think that that's what you're going to be?
I'm glad that you asked that question. That's not me all the time. I mean, as Really said, she does been around me. I laugh, I have fun. I am so not that. Like, I'm not a great, like, when I get, I'm very passionate about things that you know what I'm saying? Um, that I care about. You know, I'm very, very passionate. So I say that to say it may come off as, you know, and then I'm from the hood, I'm from the streets. All my family, my grandmother, they like, you know, sit your motherfucking ass, you know. So that's come to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't like, you know. And when you say I've never said that I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you. I would say something like, that'll get you beat up, or why do that and you can't fight? So it's not like I'm threatening or I'm doing anything. I'm just telling you that what you're doing, the consequences to that could be you get beat up and you know you can't fight. So how is that so aggressive or so wrong? You know what I'm saying? Versus somebody coming to me with their words, they're saying hurtful things and starting mess and lies and stuff like that. I'm just saying that all of these things that you're doing could get you beat up.
Right.
You know? So
Yeah. But
I guess
and that's
that's what
funny
I'm saying.
because I
Does
do
that answer
like
your
last
question?
season that did I answer your question?
Because you looking a little side faced this. I want to make sure.
I have more questions, but I'll have really be go.
Oh, okay.
No, but I do feel like, and this again, this is no dig at Reese, but I feel like that's how you were sort of edited last season. I feel like that was the image that they wanted us to see last season. Whereas I feel like this season, like you said, you were free to just kind of, and you're right. We've seen that in your lives with Markel and the lives on your own channel, and then when I met you in person, like I see that is just so
Yeah.
not who you are. Like I do
Yeah.
still feel like you'll whoop somebody's ass if need be, but that's just not who you know, that just really isn't
I've
who you
never said I wouldn't, baby.
are. Right.
and, and
I still feel like you'll jump across a couple of couches if you need to.
you know, but however, I um I come from a violent background. You have to understand that, you know. I'm not going to be take that away. You know, I come from a background to where we was told to fight our cousins, our brothers. You know, like if you would, like you let him do that, beat him up. You know what I'm saying? Fight him. You know what I'm saying? To where my grandparents, they fought they siblings. My mom and them fought they cousins. Like, you know, that's just where I come from. Not saying that it's right, you know, but that's just we were surviving,
That's your
and
experience.
that's
Yeah.
just what it is, you know. So, did I break that generational curse with my kids? Yes, because they don't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So, not saying it's right.
Right.
So if I would fight my cousin or my brother, what you think I'm gonna do to somebody that's on the cast with me or that's in the streets with me? You know what I'm saying? So people have to understand. That's all I've
Yeah.
been saying this whole season. People have to understand how people was raised and how people, you know, because it's not saying that how he was raised is right or how I'm raised is right. It's just different, and we have to respect the difference. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
Fact. That's
I
valid.
I
That's
want
valid.
to
That's
ask.
a valid.
I want to ask because you did say that that's not how I want, raise my kids, or that's not how I want, those coming after me to have to be brought up, or them to think that that's just the norm, that you should be fighting all the time. But I ask too that even with that being said, even beyond just your kids, the influence that you have on young Black LGBTQ people out there, because there are a large portion of the young, and I do mean young as in kids and teenagers that are Black and gay, that do watch shows like this, and and there are many of them that are masculine presenting, or of that set of or subsect of the population of Black and gay. And so do you sometimes think that, okay, am I presenting a good example for them, to let them know that it's not always about fighting, because they may only watch you on the show, and maybe they don't get to see the behind the scenes interviews, or they may not get to see you on your channel. So do you, sometimes maybe even want to, I'm not saying stop being who you are, but maybe
No,
sometimes have
no.
that in the back of your head?
Your question is valid, and to answer your question, I, 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 I love how I'm portrayed, who I am, and what I represent, because I'm also standing for the people and the kids that are like me, that are raised like me, or that understand where I'm coming from as well. Everybody's not going to get me. Everybody's not going to understand me. I'm being a leader to the ones that do, and then I'm showing the ones that don't that there will be different people out here. You're going to run into a person like me or a kid like me, because I was this person as a kid. I was raised like this. My cousins, everybody. So you're going to, and just because I broke the generational curse, don't mean my family and everybody else did. So, and even other people that was raised like me, that is out there. They're going to run into that. So why not see it? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm also showing a better side of me. That's why I say, keep watching, because you grow. I'm
Right.
showing growth. You cannot say that I haven't grown from the episode. So they're going to see growth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel like I'm representing myself well, and that they can still look up to me and learn that exactly what I'm giving, I guess you
So
would say.
there you go. So we're gonna get to what you have coming up. We're gonna get to that because I know you ready to drop some stuff on us this weekend. We're gonna get to
That's a
that
question.
before we get off of here. But Soulful Dog asked a good question since we kind of on this, and we didn't get a chance to really talk about this at the reunion. And I know we talked about maybe doing a follow up live
Right.
over on the Chasing Reality
No, we can answer this
channel.
question. We good. We
Yeah,
good.
we can answer this one. So
Yeah, I'm
Soulful Dog said, "How do you feel about the perspective that you only turn up on your film presenting cast members? We know that that's something that Trey Howard had an issue with, and we know Sean sort of chimed in. How did you feel about that perspective?"
It's actually funny to me, because anybody on the cast know that I don't care if you are big, tall, white, black, film, masculine, three, one, two people. I don't care. I'm gonna feel the same and I'm gonna operate the same. If you
I
are
agree with that. I agree with you on
correctly,
that.
when me, Lundy, and Telly was sitting on the couch, and I was telling Lundy about how he jump in and Telly fights, and how I wanted to get Telly before, that event before. I told Lundy then that he's masculine. If you was there, you would have had to. I would have hit you too, basically, because I would have felt like you was jumping in. Going to jump in automatically. So that's the same energy I was giving Telly to another masculine guy. Trey and Sean just wanted to paint that narrative, and that's just not what it is.
And I agree with you, because I see that a lot. People who like to fight will fight anybody.
I will fight
You
any.
see a lot of times they'll say, "Oh, gay men only fight with women or whatever." You fight with who's in proximity with you, and if you're around a lot of femme people, then there's more likely you're gonna fight them. But if it's a masculine person that's out that life, then we're gonna fight people who fight. They're gonna fight anybody. It's not like a pick and
Exactly.
choose. It's
If
a
Trey,
proximity situation.
I would have addressed Trey. If whoever, it didn't matter to me. I don't. That just to answer the question. I don't. It's not a cast member or anybody on the Chasing Reality franchise that I wouldn't address, masculine, female, or anybody in the world. Like, it's just what it is. But nice
All
question.
right. No, yeah, that was a good question. So let's switch gears a little bit. Something that we saw it last season, but we got a chance to see a little bit more of it this season. Your ballroom. So you are part of the House of Gorgeous Gucci, right?
Hey, House of Gorgeous Gucci. Shout out to the House of Gorgeous Gucci, the international House of Gorgeous Gucci. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And you walk balls, and from what I understand, you are very successful, sir. You do very
I,
well in
Your
the ballroom
category.
scene.
I am. My
What's your
category is
category?
Thug Realness. I walk Thug Realness. I am very dominant. Region to region, coast to coast, 100 Gorgeous Gucci. You know who I am. if you see me back there, you know they gonna bet on the kid, on my mama. But I am currently getting, because of one of the comments on the live had asked me to come up with some clips. I think it was patches, but I'm gonna come up with some clips of all of my. I'm getting it together now of all of my balls that I've walked, and then I'm gonna drop that as well so everybody can see. But yes,
Oh,
I've
that'd be
walked.
nice for us to see that. Yeah.
I've walked.
How did you feel
Yeah,
about
I'm
ballroom?
real curious because I follow all of the ballroom YouTube channels, and I like to go to ball, so I really have a good time with them. That's why I asked
Yeah,
what category. Is that the only
Absolutely. I
category
have
you
walked
do?
And
sex siren twice.
Sex siren?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay,
walked
good.
sex siren twice. It was cool. I wanted to try something different. But it was cool. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm going back. The realness is my category. That's what I dominate. That's what, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I do.
I can see that. I can see that.
hey,
Hmm.
Robert, can you believe that El Teddy? Can you believe that El Teddy walked to the ball one time as
Hmm.
schoolboy?
I
Really?
watched Schoolboy
Really
Realness
looked
back
like
in the
Oh
day.
yeah.
he looked like
Hmm.
schoolboy.
I can see. I can
That
see.
was what I did. Yep.
What house? Was you 007 or was you a house?
No, no, this is years ago.
Okay.
I'll tell you the house off screen. I
Okay, I
don't.
got you. I got you. But big. Okay, big.
I'll
Okay.
tell you what house off screen. I don't want to
I can
get people
see
off.
it. I can see it. I love it.
I was
Oh,
like,
somebody said they want
they
to see
said
that sex
schoolboy.
siren
I
battle.
said, yeah, I could definitely see.
Any
I could
footage?
definitely see
Yes, I
schoolboy.
got footage of the sex siren. I'll put that in there at the end. So I'll put it
Um,
in
Oh
my
yeah.
ballroom.
Oh yeah. We definitely want to see that.
Y'all have to understand, y'all. I challenge myself. I do so many things, y'all. I have done pageants. I have done ballroom. I
you
have done.
did
I'm
male
getting ready
pageant?
for a
Okay.
pageant right now. You know what I'm
Which
saying?
one?
I don't want to say it yet. I say
Okay.
it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I got you. But I'm actually getting ready. That I want them to know when I show up at registration.
I only asked because you might know my child. I got a child. He does male pageants. He does it all over the country. He be one of the
Okay.
last
Well,
pageants.
it's new to me. Like I said, I'm challenging myself. This is new to me. I
Okay.
give number 4. I got 4th out of 6. It was cool. It was new. That's before I won the talent night. But then I got into Kennedy Davenport's talent night. Shout out to Kennedy Davenport.
I
And
love her.
I
I saw her in
won.
Vegas.
Yes, I won the winner of all winners competition. So that's what y'all
Okay.
seen on the last episode. That was me, at the end. And each week she had a different theme that we had to bring. Like one week was duets, one week was Broadway, one week was, movie theater soundtrack. And y'all know I kept it gangsta and did Friday. I did a soundtrack. My movie soundtrack was Friday, and I did I'm in Love with Mary Jane. I did a whole little scene and everything. I did I also did the initial thing of 90s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. I did Tupac, and I brought out Biggie with the whole little scene when they did, they little scene. I did my thing. So my mind is very creative. So that's where I'm trying to do stuff. I did the balls coast to coast, region to region. It's fun. So now I'm trying pageants now. So
So how did you get into ballroom? I'm always interested to find out how you got into ballroom.
you're good. Actually, my best friends, Akiria, Chanel, Davenport, and Tony, who y'all see on the show, they actually got me into ballroom. I never really thought about ballroom. I was just like, chilling, and they brought me into it. I actually started as a Chanel, with Akiria. We was Gulf Coast, parents. And then I actually got kind of tired of the leadership role and transitioned to the House of Gorgeous Gucci's and came under my best friend Tony and them. So yeah, it's been, all
Well,
right.
yeah, I'm a Rue girl, so I know all the Rue girls. So that's why I love Akira. She's actually one of my
Yes,
favorites, and so is
yes,
Kennedy. So I
yes.
mean, I'm not just saying that because you mentioned that name, but they really
No, I
both
know, I
one
get
of
you.
my favorites. Me and Abby went with me and Abby in last November for her birthday. We went to Vegas to see RuPaul's Drag Race live, and Kennedy was
Yes.
one of the
Okay,
she was there.
okay.
So I
Okay.
love Kennedy. Okay.
Yes, I
Yes.
haven't been one.
Okay.
My best friend keep telling me she gonna go, take me, but I haven't been to one yet. But yeah, it'll be a good experience, I'm sure, if I ever get to. Because
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
I was just gonna
Go
say
ahead.
I'm
I'm
real cool with Roger as well.
okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
would go again. I'll go again. I wouldn't make a special trip to Vegas again to do it. But
Hmm.
if I'm in Vegas, I would definitely go again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got you,
that. I
got
would do that.
you. And I never been to
Now,
Vegas that long, so
you
Oh wow.
never. Oh my
out
God,
of all the
Robert,
places.
you would tear Vegas up. Oh my God, Robert,
I've
you
never been to Vegas.
would
I'm not a
tear Vegas
gambler, and
up.
everybody be like, "If you don't gamble, don't go." So that's the only reason I don't do.
Oh
There are
no,
I
other
that's a
just
reasons
lie.
to
went
go
to
to
Don't
Vegas
Vegas.
go.
for the first time. Oh, I posted it on
No,
my story.
that's a lie.
There's other reasons to go to
I mean,
Vegas. I mean, they have brothels.
Okay.
uh, look, El Teddy's a whore, so just put that to the side. But now, I'll tell you off camera about. I'll tell you backstage about that. Just remind me
Okay,
to tell you
man.
about what El Teddy just said. I
I'm
got a story, but
gonna
that's
need
a
to
whole
know
other
that too.
conversation.
I'm gonna remind you too at the
Yeah,
end.
that's
Be
a
like,
whole other
stay up.
conversation.
Um,
That's a whole other behind the screen.
let me ask you this, just to change it up a little bit. One of the things that I'm glad that you talked about, and I talked about it in my review, but you're like the only one who brought it up on this show. On my reviews, I kept saying how Trey was always carrying bones or trying to play. I would say he was trying to play producer and trying to orchestrate certain things by telling part of the bone or carrying part of the story or manipulating it or changing it up. And I remember you said it on the episode and people gave you flack. And in my mind, I was like, no, he's exactly right.
Man,
Because this is exactly what has happened. And I kept
man.
calling it out on my reviews, and people thought I was
They
just
drugged me for that, bro. Like they
they
drugged
drug
me
you
for
for it,
that.
and I was in complete agreement.
I was like,
Complete
wow,
agreement.
like can't nobody see this? Like, I'm not. I never said that I wasn't. I never said that I wasn't being messy. I had my messy moments. We said we was gonna get to that tonight. You know, one messy moment that I really had.
Right, right.
We was gonna
Oh,
get to
we
that,
gonna
and
get there. I
yeah,
ain't
we gonna
forgot.
get there. So
Mhm.
now, I had my messy moments, but I always owned it. You know, and my messy moments was true messy moments. Those are things that happen. You know what I'm saying? So, Trey was just making up lies and just like I don't know, and it was just like. I'm glad. Thank you for showing me that somebody understood where I was coming. Like I wasn't tripped. Like it was like because I felt alone on that island a little bit. Like
Mm-mm,
everybody
no,
like
I saw it. I caught it from the first episode because I was like, Trey, you coming out, you out there this season, and I was like, you doing a lot this season, and I think it was because he kind of saw kind of like a lot of the older people from the show were gone, and so between him and I think what him and Dior were the two most seasoned. Remember, Dior was more seasoned than him, and Dior don't really do a lot, of getting involved with stuff like that. But
yeah,
Trey, I guess he took up that mantle and said, "Oh, I'm
yeah.
gonna be the one that's gonna get the party started."
And I wasn't even on it. I didn't even think that it would be the old heads get into it. I thought it would be completely different, y'all. I was so y'all.
Now there was a
Yeah,
lot of newbies this season. So let me ask you,
it
your first
was.
impression. I guess the first group scene was your event, right? Was that like the first group
Yes,
scene? So what was
correct.
your first impression of the newbies? Like who did you think you absolutely wasn't gonna get along with? Who did you think you thought was cool? Like what were your first impressions?
I absolutely didn't think I was gonna get along with DeAndre. At
Oh,
first,
really?
I didn't. I was like, okay, he's gonna be one of them ones. I didn't think I would get along with Sean. Because it was just I was watching and it was just something about Sean that didn't click with me. And I thought Jet Jeff was gonna be to himself. I didn't think he was gonna be the woo party Jet Jeff. I thought he was gonna be more so he didn't want to deal with the group, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
Mm.
So those are the ones that everybody else I kind of felt like, I could see, you know what I'm saying, me vibing with or whatever. But those are the ones that I didn't think I would really mesh with. And those are the ones that I end up, other than
Yeah.
Sean, we getting there, we growing up.
Y'all getting better. Y'all had y'all moments. Y'all have had but
Woo!
y'all
We
getting
get
better.
better. We're growing on
Y'all
each
getting better.
other.
Mm.
Y'all getting better.
But the other two, I really grew a relationship really with DeAndre. And that's the one that I absolutely didn't see myself.
And I saw that on Saturday. I saw that on Saturday at the
Yeah.
reunion that you had a genuine you have a genuine
Mhm.
connection with DeAndre. I think you were probably one of the reasons why DeAndre showed up at the reunion. That he
Um,
felt like he might have had somebody that was gonna have his back. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You
Uh-huh.
see where he was the whole time. But as you can see, baby mama, you was there to get to see me. I'm glad somebody was able to get to see me and how I am with everyone. Like that's how I am. So when they said the stuff how they was feeling on live and about how I would be so aggressive and like baby mama, you see how I am with it. That's how I am 24/7. 24/7 with them, other than the facts where I'm yelling, I'm telling them how I feel about something. So, that's why I was getting so mad about them painting the whole aggressive picture, you know what I'm saying, and all that, because it's like, come on, man.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite
because
things.
I was telling El Teddy earlier today. I'm sorry, El Teddy. I'm sorry, but I was telling him
I
earlier
mean,
today. I said, we went over. I said, Robert is silly. I said, we laughed the whole day. We laughed the whole day. Y'all just don't understand that Robert is a joker. Robert is so silly. See, look at him. Laugh the
No,
whole
because we did. No, it was when you said, you remember the moment when I really made y'all laugh? Because you had said it like 3 times. Let me get up to go. Girl,
Robert
you
was
said
getting in
there.
trouble. That's what it is.
I said, girl, it was about my time to go do my little shit. I'm like, yeah, we see who your favorite because you still sitting.
He was trying to get me in trouble. I kept saying I
You
need to
was
get
just
up and
vibing with us,
mingle.
bro.
They gonna think right. I said I gotta get up and mingle. They gonna think I'm choosing sides. I said I need to
Yeah.
get up and mingle. He talking about you ain't left yet. We know who your favorites are. I said don't do that.
She said it like 3 times, bro. She said it like 3 times. Let me get up and make it. I don't want nobody thinking I said, okay, go ahead. We good because me and DeAndre was sitting over here. I was like, we chilling, baby. And she said that it was the conversation. We just was talking, laughing, having fun,
We
like
were just vibing. We were
for
silly.
real.
Yep.
Yep.
Go ahead, Teddy. You want to have a question?
Yes.
Right. Tammy said we
um,
be acting up.
one of my my favorite scene of the season was actually involving Jet Jeff, and that was the music video. Because contrary to popular belief, to me, Jeff was the one who we saw the most in their element. With their chasing and just doing the damn thing. What was it like doing that video? Because it looked like a really good video, and it looked like y'all had a lot of fun that day
Yeah.
during that video. What was that like? Tell us about that.
Oh my God. Honestly, I appreciate Jeff. I never thought that I could be in a video or anything like that. To be honest, I wasn't. I was like a video, like what? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm good. Now, mind you, when he said I was gonna be in a video, originally we
You
was,
thought OnlyFans? Oh.
no, no,
You got to ask the girls nowadays when they say, "Oh, we
no,
shooting a
no, no,
video."
no.
You got to
Jet
ask them real fast. They
like
say
that. I didn't
OnlyFans,
think
is
that
it?
because Jet knew not to ask me nothing like that. It's like certain boundaries. I said boundaries, and it's just a boundary he wouldn't have asked me. But however, um, I was like, cool. So when we got there, we were supposed to be like in the scene with my big bro Dior and them. Shout out to my big bro, he was in there as well. But me and Lundy was filming a scene, and so we missed that part. So we ended up being in another part. So that part was like, I was like, okay, big. So I didn't know that I was gonna be like the main, like I was gonna be like, like. So when we were sitting there, he was like, sit on the couch. So I was sitting there. I was like, okay, big. And then Jess started doing this thing. I was like, okay, yeah. So I was really having fun. That was me naturally because it was all new to me. I was just like, okay, that was all natural. So at first I was like, okay, so now you look great, but start interacting. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was just sitting there. I didn't know
Y'all
what
look
the
like y'all
fuck
had
They
was
a lot
going
of fun.
on. But when they started telling me what like what they wanted from me, so then I was like, act like if this would, Jet was like, yo, dude, you know what I'm saying? What would you be doing? So I was like, okay, bit. So I started getting into it, and it didn't take it took what 2 shots, and it was cool. So it was great. It was a great experience. I
okay.
always tell
We
Jet
saw
Jeff
you in
I
the final
appreciate it.
product, honey. We saw that final product, but I agree with you, El Teddy, and I said that earlier. Hey, Angela,
What's up,
I said that.
Angela?
I
What's
said
up,
that this
everybody?
weekend.
Patches.
I, I said that this weekend. I said I feel like out of everybody, Jet Jeff is the one. Jet Jeff, and I told him when I saw him at the reunion, I said you played this season perfectly. You were messy without being part of the drama. You had a product that we saw all the way through. We saw you in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
We saw you rehearsing. We saw you do your video, and then in the finale, you dropped the video, and then you gave us a single that people can go download. So
Mhm.
I think, and I know I know Kesey doesn't get a lot of credit, but Kesey did the same thing. He was just real
Yes, it
quiet.
did.
But Kesey
Yes,
did
it
the
did.
same thing. At the end of the season,
Yes, it
he
did.
got a whole EP, and he
Yes, it
had a
did.
release party. You
Yep.
know, he
Yep.
was just a lot. He was just quiet. He just
I
didn't
think the
talk as
problem
much.
with Kiki was he got sucked into that drama vortex, and that's kind of consumed everything. We really couldn't get into a lot of his talent because I
Yes.
think
And
he
I
has a lot of talent.
and I can't say okay. I can't. We'll discuss that at the reunion.
You can't.
Never mind.
That'll be
You know what
addressed
I
at
was
the
going to say, baby
reunion.
mama.
Yeah. So let me ask
So
you something that wasn't addressed at the reunion. At the beginning of the season, we saw that Kiki felt like there was some tension between y'all that had something to do with her, the way she left the house, the house of Gucci, and some house drama. And I know you can't really get into the house drama, which I respect. But by the end of the season, we saw that basically you had taken Kiki under your wing, and that was your sister for real, for real. You looked out for her and all of that. Was that more in her head? Like, did she think that you were upset with her more so than you were, or was that something y'all really did have to work through?
It was honestly it Kiki acted on her actions at that moment because like I told her on the show, I never gave that. She could have just came to me at any moment and told me that and I would have fixed whatever situation, In the house, of Gorgeous Gucci, I'm on the board, and that's what I do. Everybody come to me about the issues and stuff like that. And I address those issues. What I'm saying? I help them. I console them. I make sure they're good and taken care of. So that's what I couldn't really say that, go into detail on the show, but that was my job. So that's why I was like, why not come
Right,
to me? You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, so that was more so in her head to me. I love her to death, but that's why I told her on the show, no, you just wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like she said focus and wanted to do her own thing. Doesn't change anything. I'm glad that the love that I had for her and that I grew for her because that never went anywhere. It's just that how
Right.
she left, we never got to address that like we did on the show. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
yeah, it's just what it was. And that's why you see throughout the whole season, that's like my goddaughter. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm her G daddy. That's why she got
Yeah.
me G daddy, goddaughter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always protect her and do any woman that I'm. You see how I was with when I was with y'all, really, BM. I'm just like that. My grandmother raised me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Elton, did you have
yes, who I'm trying not to be messy with this question.
Come on.
Um,
Oh Lord.
Don't try not to be nothing. I need you to, if you're gonna be up
no,
here,
you don't want me to go down the rabbit hole. It gets
what
real deep
what
down.
no, I correct you if you go down the road. I say, look, you're not
Um,
going there.
um, now that the show is over,
Uh-huh.
and we don't know when you may know, but we don't know when casting is. The
Uh-huh.
show's over, lights, cameras off. Who are you hanging? Who is Robert hanging with now that the show is over? Meaning you're not forced to hang with them. You don't have to hang with them. They're probably not invite. Who is Robert
Who
hanging
you
out with
inviting
from
to
the
your
show?
sister?
Right.
Dior, Kiki, Lundy, Astro, Telly, of course, and Jet Jeff.
Ted Lee and his many, many men. He got plus four. Ted
He
Lee,
has a
number six.
man, one
He
man.
got a man now. Telly got a
He
man
got a
now. Telly got a man
man.
at home. Okay, Telly
Ted,
got a man now, honey.
for the
It
month of
was
May,
you,
but then when
Telly.
June roll about around, he might have another man at home.
You gonna leave Telly alone. Leave Telly alone. Telly got a man now. He got a
And
man
it's
now.
not that I have any issues with Kesey. It's just we don't, you know what I'm saying? I respect him on the show. I respect his brand. I respect everything he do. I must always support it. You know what I'm saying? He's a great entertainer, but it's just he got the history of my best friend, and they got history. It's just not, So that's the
Yeah,
only reason he wouldn't just be, in the mix with us like that. To answer
we
your
got that.
question, but
Yeah.
everybody else,
I,
I mean, Sean's growing on me. Trey, he cool.
He moved.
Even if he was here, cool. But I don't know love lost, but I just don't care to hang with him.
Right. Right. See?
He said Kiki. No, Janae, he said Kiki.
Oh, Kiki definitely.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the second name.
These are people that be
Yeah,
at my
that's the
house.
second
These are
name.
people that chill with me. Like we chill on the regular, we talk on the regular, we text, we talk, like we actively communicate with each other.
So
I like your
your
question.
messy moment.
Let's
Your
go.
messy moment.
Angela, girl, how
The
about
first-
Angela in the comments?
Yes.
Yes, Angela.
The first night. Where Angela? Angela, you here? She was here earlier. Drop down.
Oh my
Drop
God,
down,
you.
Now, that first night in Houston, you were messy
Oh my
boots.
God.
Messy
so
boots.
BM, I told you I was gonna give you the real. Telly said I could.
Give me the
Look,
real.
she's talking about, hey, let's get into it. Okay, look, Telly's talking about, here it comes. See, Telly was
Telly done dropped down too.
Okay, so mind you, this was the Mark. I would ask Markel if I can, give the real. He said, yeah. So I'm gonna give y'all the real, what my energy came from for. I'm just gonna say Houston weekend, not just the whole trip.
So are we talking about at the club or at the house?
We're talking about the whole
At the
trip,
house, that
the
first
weekend,
night before
the
they
Houston
went to
trip.
Oh, that's what I know. They went to the club that first night too. Because remember, they got into that whole.
I'm listening.
That was that.
I'm
We
listening.
talking about we're talking about the whole like the from the beginning to the end, the Houston trip. I'm gonna go in from the Houston trip. So mind you, I have been this whole season. I have been like so irritated because I felt like you said, nobody was seeing the fact that Trey was being messy. It was like I was the outcast because I kept saying that Trey was being messy and nobody was understanding me. And I kept saying, even at the table, that I wasn't the one that was talking about Dior. Anytime anytime that it was talked to me about, it was brought to me. I was never the one that was coming to the conversation. And, regardless of how I looked on TV or anything, I was never the one that was asked the question. So it was irritating me, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even going to go to Houston. If you notice, I didn't stay in the house or anything because I didn't want to be around. I had my own room and everything because I didn't want to be around them. I didn't want to come back to Finman. I didn't want to do nothing. When I got up, I was done, y'all, with everything because I was going through real life stuff. My brother being sentenced, me and my daughter's situation, my stuff happening in my family, you know what I'm saying? And just me and my mental and trying to change because I was genuinely trying to change and be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still working on it. So all of those things, I'm dealing with all these personalities while going through all of this stuff. And it was like, okay, that or me, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I didn't want to go. Markel, and I would say Markel and who else got me who really told me? And my mama, my biological mother. She said, if you're gonna start something, Pooh. Well, my mama called me Pooh. That's my childhood name, y'all. I just accidentally said what my childhood name. Oh my God, y'all better not call me Pooh either. But
y'all not allowed to call him Pooh.
Oh my God, I just said my mama would laugh. I cannot stand it. Oh my God. But yeah, she was like, you know what, Pooh? She gonna get after me. She gonna laugh at me. But she was like, if you finish something, start something, finish it. So I was like, you know what, mama, I'm gonna go, forget it. But I'm giving the same energy that they've been giving this whole season. You know what I'm saying? So I drove down there, y'all. I was I smoked so much weed. And I drank a whole bottle of Malibu. And Malibu, I'm not a drinker. So mind you, I didn't have no mixer or nothing. I normally mix Malibu with lemonade. So if I'm drinking it straight, ask Telly. Telly was the first person that Markel put on his live how it was when I opened up the door. It was like, because I had to get myself mentally prepared because I really didn't want to be there. I was going through my real life shit. It was like so much going through, and I feel like, why be around a group of people that don't understand me anyway? You know what I'm saying? So whatever. So that was all on this kumbaya shit. After starting all this mess this whole season, and I said no. And that's what it was. But I told them that they're not going to enjoy this trip, and that's I'm not right, you know what I'm saying, for that. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the same mess that y'all giving. Let's play. Y'all did it all season. I'm gonna end it with it. I don't give a damn anyway. I don't want to be here anyway. So. To answer your question, that's where the mess came from. I live with it. I own it. You know what I'm saying? They all knew it. I told all of it. They knew how I was coming anyway. Even when Lundy told me about why he didn't want to be a couple, because that's where it really started. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why he didn't want to come, because he didn't want to be in a room with a couple. That's where it really started. Mind you, I ain't thought about this shit in I don't know when, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So when my brother brought it up to me, we sitting there, and mind you, I didn't say that. I told him, I said, if they ask, if it comes up, I'm going to tell them why you didn't come. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you told me. We sitting in the room, Telly telling the story, and that's where my frustration with Telly coming from. Telly telling everything but that. You know what I'm saying? So true enough, I said if it came up with me, I would say it. But it was the fact that Telly was saying the story, and I'm like, that's not what everything, you're not saying it how he said. If you're gonna say what he said, say it how he said it. You know what I'm saying? But Telly didn't want to say it, which I respect, that's not it. But I just didn't, it's like I wasn't feeling it. So I was like, no, let me tell him why he said it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically.
Right. So you basically showed up to the house on go, and you was like, it's gonna be what it's
I did. But I told everybody though. I told production, I told everybody, if I'm coming, I'm not on that kumbaya shit they on and all that. I'm not on that. We're gonna address everything, because everybody just wanted to just die down like nothing happened all season. That's why I kept telling Trey and them at the table, this is the TPU, like everything. That's what that dinner was for. If you want to be honest with me, I got up and left because I didn't want to go there with them. You know what I'm saying? So I got up and left. Markel came after. He said on his live and told me, me and Lundy left. When we came back and I was on some chill shit and I was like, y'all, let's just talk and hear each other and stuff. That was after Markel and them asked me to come back, because I said I was done. I told Markel and them, I told her I don't want to deal with this, because they're not, we're going in a circle. I don't want to deal with it. So I got up and left, you know what I'm saying? And Markel and them came and talked me back into coming to finish the conversation, because I was like, they're just yelling and shit. But then when I get mad, it's, all that happened before, you know what I'm saying? I was like, but when I get mad, it's like I'm the one being aggressive and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna leave, you know what I'm saying? But Markel was like, come back and finish the conversation, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, Lundy, and Markel was like, it's a lot of shit that ain't been said, you know what I'm saying, that y'all need to address. So come back and finish the conversation for me, you know what I'm saying? So I came back to finish the conversation for Markel, because it wasn't a lot of shit that we hadn't addressed nothing. It was like nothing hadn't really been addressed. And that was the moment that we were supposed to address everything. But it was like they just... Right. They wanted to... I feel like this is just my honest opinion. I feel like everybody knew that this was the last moment. This was the last time everybody coming together, and everybody wanted to make a big moment. You know what I'm saying? Versus addressing the actual issues. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all got for that scene there when we was at the dinner or whatever.
Yes, because I was there, right?
I know. They said that I had left. Remember, I was over there.
You had. When I got there, you weren't there yet, and then by the time it was over, you had left. I said, "Damn, I miss Robert," because you were one of them. I wanted to meet, but I was like, I miss Robert.
I was just not on that energy. It was just like.
And Markel was, and that's Markel said, because they came in there after y'all got done filming. Markel, Londi, and Kiki, and Londi was still mad. He was still hot.
I know.
And I didn't, obviously at the time I didn't know what the issue was, but he was still mad.
I know. And it's because we really did come there on some like chill shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, let's go. If they whatever they want to know from me, I'll tell them. Let's just air it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. And yeah, that's what it was. And then I get there and they telling me that we can't go into that because it's about why me and Kiki left. The fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much shit that that was just like, it's a lot, yeah. It was just that's where my energy came from. Did I answer your question?
But again,
where I was next?
Yeah, listen. I think people were expecting like this big thing, but basically you was over it, and you was like, I'm both fuck with them the way I feel like they've been fucking with me. Y'all been on some shit, now I'm on some shit. I understand.
Correct.
People
that's all it was. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Cause your face, you got that sideways face again.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I know. I get accused of sideways face all the time.
I'm just that's just me making sure that you understand. That's when
Well, here's my issue.
I see like three emotions with your face. So that's like your get it face, like your aha, or you're like.
Well, here's my question.
I'm listening.
And not so much, well, partly you, but more even Lon D than you. If you noted these people are on the fuck shit and fuckery the whole time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know that coming in, going into the situation. My thing about it is this: be consistent. If you know they're gonna do that, fuck with their ass from the beginning. If I ain't gonna get nothing, because you knew it was going down this pathway early in the season. You said so.
But I was calling it out.
But my thing about it is, if you knew nothing was gonna come of it, then I say don't wait to the end to fuck with them. Fuck with them the whole time. My problem with Lon D was Lon D. If you didn't want Robert to say that shit, you shouldn't have said that shit to Robert.
I told him that I was gonna say it.
But what I'm saying is, people should always expect that if they say something to you involving the whole group, you might, there's a very good possibility you might say it to those people.
You saying even without me telling him, he should have known that I would be expecting. I got you.
Exactly. And I'm sure you were not the only person he said that to.
Oh, I don't know that. So I don't know that. But what I'm saying is to answer what you stated in regards to me doing it prior to the season. I mean, earlier in the season. Early in the season, I was just calling it out. You know what I'm saying? I just focus on calling it out versus doing. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the season, when I don't really want to be here, I was like, that was fun to me. Let me have some fun. And it's just I'm being so 100 with you.
My problem with Lon D was he used to have these extremes. One moment you just sitting here oblivious to everything, and then you morph from Dr. David Banner into the Incredible Hulk, and you screaming and ranting and raving, and we're looking like, what the fuck is happening? Like, how did we get here?
Oh, 100, bro. Like, I hate that y'all actually seeing that, you know what I'm saying, side of him, because 9 times out of 10, if Lundy was yelling, it was because it was like something, it was a moment, it was something like everybody was doing it, or he was trying, because he's like I don't know, like I yell and shit like that.
Schizophrenic. Like, I was thinking bipolar disorder, schizophrenic. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what is happening?
Not that at all.
I didn't know what was happening.
I'm gonna say this. I will say this, El Teddy. I don't want to say too much because that is addressed at the reunion, and Lon D does explain himself. So I'll let.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to say.
I need to reach out to Lon D to do an interview. Because I do want him to be able to sort of explain.
Yes, I would love that.
But he does address it at the reunion. He does address it at the reunion. So I will. Say that.
So just watch. That's just You just over Lon D. So
I'm not saying that I'm over Lon D, but I'm gonna wait to see what he said this good reunion.
Okay, so the face you had, that my face came more so towards Lon D versus towards Robert Ray.
Because I'm looking like, when you were at the house,
I got it, baby mama.
when you were at the house, the only thing that made it a little bit messy to me was carrying the bone that Lon D said he didn't want to be in a room with a couple. But I was more so looking sideways at Lon D like, wait, bruh, if you But then I did look at you sideways because I was like, wait a minute, how you gonna get mad at Trey for carrying bowls and now you carrying bowls? But that was me in my moment.
See, I think everybody got mad. I think everybody got mad. I think everybody was. I'm sorry. I think everybody was more so mad at Trey because it was like we all owning our shit, but instead of Trey owning it, he's talking about what we all doing. So it's like, okay, duh. But what are you
I will
doing? You
say
know what
that.
I'm
And, yeah, and I
Jet
love
Jeff,
you know
he
I
own
love
Hills. He may
Ted
laugh it
Jeff, I
off.
do, but I
He gonna
will say
own it.
that.
Sean gonna own Hills. Dre gonna own
Right.
Hills. I'ma own mine. Trey's gonna put it off on every what the person did to, you know what I'm saying? That's just real. If you watch, if you see it, it's just real talk. And then he go put a little victim twist to it, but it's okay.
Now I do want to bring up something, and this was something I said in my review. Um, and I want to prep. Well, I'm gonna say my part first, and I'm gonna be clear. When y'all went to crew, one of the things you said in your confessionals, you talked about the fact that y'all were at a straight club and how I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I felt like you were saying you weren't comfortable in that space. Not that you felt in danger, but you were like, with the straight club. We here doing our thing, and I got my head on a swivel, and I'm really not feeling it. That's the impression that I got. And I
That's
know that.
respect.
I mean, if I'm putting words
I'm
in your
glad
mouth,
that you asked me that,
no.
baby.
Okay.
That's respected. And I'm glad because we didn't get to really address that at the reunion. So I'm glad that you asked me that question. I'm in straight clubs and straight setting all the time. I'm more connected to that side than, you know what I'm saying, I am with, you know what I'm saying? My gay side, it's just real shit. I mean, I'm connected to both, but I'm connected there. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
understand what you're saying.
I say that to say, when I said that, it was more so, yeah, everywhere I go, I'm gonna make sure I'm good because I got kids to get back home to. I got like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing it for just no yells. Y'all, it's not like y'all fighting each other. If y'all was gonna really fight each other, I would respect it. But y'all just doing it to yell back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it was like y'all could have put me in a situation because if it goes down, no matter what, everybody know I'm going to be. I'm no quit. I don't care what nobody on this cast say. Production, anybody, Reese, anybody that know Robert Ray know that that's just how I come. That's how I'm raised. You know what I'm saying? That it's just
But I think the part that we may be missing too is the fact that not only was this a straight club, I don't know whose idea that was, but y'all got cameras and lights, so you already have a spotlight on you. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You
And mind you, we in
already.
this light little section. The section was
Hmm.
we're in a little section, and we there, we chilling. You know what I'm saying? And we come in, and y'all just, and mind you, y'all just hugged. And now this, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh no. I told Kiki, I said, because I was there with Kiki the whole time. You know, I seen her when she walked to the restroom. I seen what situation she's talking about, which is why I walked, you know what I'm saying, met her in regards to her, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I was telling her that, hey, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have shit to do with nobody in there because I know I'm good. I know Kiki good. And to be honest with you, I know they're good if I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to, I got shit to go back home to, and I'm in Houston.
I
I got,
mean, I wasn't really worried about them
you
being
know,
good, whether or not you were there or not, because the girls love to fight. Now, one thing we gonna do in our
not, I
community,
mean, I get
we
that
gonna fight when it's come time to fight.
now, but there's, I don't, not everybody. And that's just
I
being funny.
when it does come time,
Tell me ain't
Yeah,
fighting.
it's
unfortunately.
not. It's
I
just
know my
being,
boop. Telly, if you still here, drop down. Telly ain't fighting now. I don't mean no harm, but
Telly
I
not for the
like
fight.
Telly. I do.
Yeah,
But
Terry's not
Telly
the
ass
fight
ain't
girl,
fighting.
but when you,
Telly ain't fighting.
the one thing I will say about Robert, I know that I come from that, school of thought where you fight with regardless, whatever. It's always go time if it's go time. But what I'm saying is overall, the girls they love
Oh,
to
I get,
fight. Now,
yeah,
Terry
because
might be the
I get what
exception.
you're saying, because I have a group that will, but this just not that group with me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I will
Right.
be more so, and I'm not saying that they won't. I just haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
that
You
I
may
feel
not,
like
but
I would experience.
overall. But what I'm saying,
Look
Robert, is
what Trey did when they
overall
followed his house. He, woo, you know,
the girls will fight.
like this. Like, look what Tedley, he's shaking. Kiki, she in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
We
love
ain't
this
got
for them,
time to be
but
shaking. Good.
it's not
Mm-mm.
giving that. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Let
giving
me
a
take a
fighting.
fight.
It's not.
He'll do a little one too.
Yeah, a little to get away. And my granny, them always taught me it's the scary ones that you gotta watch out for. Them the ones that will hurt you because they ain't gonna do whatever to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like real
Get away.
talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a fighter. I know
Now,
that. I
I'm
don't
gonna
Let
think
me
be
ask you
honest
a
with you.
question.
Wait, go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
What I was gonna say was, and I said this in my review, so I'm a real one too. So I'm gonna say this in my review. And I would have said this to had it come up at the reunion. I don't think this came up. Well, I know this part didn't come up. I feel like I was the only one that saw that situation from a different perspective. And maybe because I am on the outside looking in. But when Kiki was saying that she left, when she went to the bathroom, that the stuff that the guys kind of said to her and why she left. Let me be clear. I 120% support Kiki saying this is not a safe environment and I'm getting the hell out of here.
yeah.
100%. I'm not
Yeah.
taking none of that away. But
Yeah.
I feel like she should have said something to production because they weren't just making comments about her, they were making comments about y'all. And I feel like she should have said, not to y'all, because it would have turned into something else, but I feel like she should have leaned over to Markel and said, hey, we might need to wrap this scene up because them people over in the bathroom made some comments. They was calling us out our name, yada, yada, yada. To me, and again, if it's not the same comparison, correct me. But I took it as if I was at the club and I was white passing and I went to the bathroom and a bunch of rednecks was like, why you over there with them niggas? I would be like, we all need to get the hell out of here. Because they might think I'm white right now and they might figure it out in a few minutes that I'm not, but they got a problem with all of us. So we need to all get out of here. That was I never had an issue with her leaving or you
I
leaving,
don't think it
but
was
I
a good
did
idea
feel
for them
like
to go to that
she should
club
have said
anyway. I
Um.
just don't think that was a good idea for them to
To,
go to that club anyway.
answer what you said, baby mom. I feel like I don't know exactly her thoughts, you know what I'm saying, and feelings in regards to
right,
that.
right. I understand.
I know that I left because I just wasn't feeling the aura and what I how I felt. Now her experience, you know what I'm saying, she did mention to me, like I said earlier, that someone made her feel uncomfortable, basically, you know what I'm saying. And I was like, well, I'm already ready to go because of them, you know what I'm saying, already. So if you're ready to go, I'm gonna walk you to your car because I knew she had. I met her. I told her to stay in the car and park because I had to park so far over. I told her to stay in the car so I can walk over there to her, and then we walk to the
Right.
place. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if I'm leaving, she's gonna, you know what I'm saying, leave with me. You know what I'm saying? So I think more so her telling them. You got to understand at that moment, y'all, they was doing everything for lights, cameras, actions. To be honest, it was like they just hugged. Like it was like what, you know what I'm saying? We was confused or whatever. But however, I feel like they would have probably made it a bigger moment for the lights, for the camera, or made the issue bigger than she wanted. This is just me and what I'm thinking in her
I
mind, and me
understand.
thinking, knowing her, that she felt like they would have made the situation bigger versus her just leaving and digressing the situation and getting herself
Which
making.
is why,
Yeah, now I
which is
definitely
why I
feel like
think
she
from the
shouldn't have said
beginning,
nothing to them. Yeah, I definitely feel like she shouldn't have said nothing to y'all. That's why I said to
Yeah,
production.
yeah, I
Because
got
no, if she had said something to them, yeah, you're right. It would have been a whole. It would have turned into something else.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she
And
said
I'm not
anything to
judging her for it
production.
because I
I
definitely
do
don't walk
know that
around
we
in her
hugged
shoes. You know what I
everybody,
mean?
mama, and left. We hugged people and told them they knew we was leaving. So it's not like we just left. You know what I'm saying? They knew we was leaving. We hugged production. We
Yeah.
hugged people on the cast that we wanted to hug and bounce. So yeah.
No, and like I said, I'm not even mad at her for leaving, because again, I don't walk a mile in her shoes, so I never. She knows what I
Yeah.
don't. She sees what I don't see. You know what I'm saying? But I just was
Yes.
saying, like, for me,
And I get that, baby mama, but you gotta also understand. I deal with a lot of, like, I have a lot of trans sisters and daughters, and aunties and stuff, and they're dealing with a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And
But Robert, that's why I said from the beginning, production and whomever is involved, knowing the climate right now in 2023, and you have a member of the cast that's trans in the great state of Texas,
yes,
don't put them in that
I
situation.
given
Just
that.
go to a regular gay club. Y'all could be as rah rah as you want to. People could feel comfortable, and we don't have to feel like our
Yeah,
trans sister may be in a situation where she may be in danger. Like
yeah,
we just don't want to put ourselves, in that situation when we don't have to. So I just really think that that's just dangerous to do. Just from our standpoint, just don't put
And
ourselves in
I,
that
like I
situation.
say, I don't want to make it seem like production, or even thought of it in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, I don't think production thought that it was going to grow like it was going to go, because it did. That was just hugging y'all. It was all good, like at first. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't put that on production, because I didn't even think it was going to go like it was going to go. We thought we was going to chill and vibe, and did nobody know that it was even for DeAndre. You know what I'm saying? We was just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was going, enjoying ourselves. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So
and
I,
it
I,
makes sense.
I, And I see them saying that it's not production, but ultimately they make the final call on, where we go. I do want to change the subject a little bit. I
But
don't
it
know if
makes
you talked
sense.
about this.
I'm with it. I'm listening. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if Really B was asking a question. I don't know.
I
I
was
have a
gonna say,
delay. I have a delay, so sometimes it's a pause. Yeah, that's my fault. I have a
Oh,
delay.
okay,
Go
okay.
ahead, Elsa. Go ahead.
I don't know if you talked about this in the reunion, and I probably got about a good 5 more minutes. But can you talk about, and I know this may be sensitive, but you spoke during this season about the situation about finding out about your daughter, I believe it was, and how that made you feel and what, surrounded that. Did you, what was it like in terms of, did you share that with the cast? If you were they reaching out? Were they supportive? And just what are your thoughts and feelings around that? Because I know that probably is something that anybody, it will break them. And so, just, if you wanted to share, I don't know if there's something you talked about during the reunion. And
I didn't really. It came up, but I didn't really. It came up, but I can talk about it. I can say what I didn't say, pretty much. But honestly, I found out my daughter is 18. I'm finna post her prom pictures. Just got them back, so I'm finna post
Oh, I
them.
can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see him.
Yeah. So we just got them or whatever. But I found out when she was 9. And at that time, I chose to stay, So by the time the cast knew, it was more so me getting off child. Like, I've been on child support since I was 17. So it was like a bittersweet moment, you know what I'm saying? Because I chose to stay on child support the rest of the 9 years, you know what I'm saying? When I could have just signed my rights over and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it was like a bittersweet moment, and it's something I've been doing since I was 17 years old. So you know what I'm saying. So it was like I got bashed for, like, my family didn't understand it. Like, it was just so much I went through
And,
for.
and and kudos to you for doing that because a lot of people don't. I mean, but consequently, if you lived in a state like Michigan, Michigan make you stay whether or not you're proven not to be the father or not. If you started paying child support, they make you pay until the
Well,
child is 18, whether or not it's yours.
in Texas, if you sign a birth certificate after 2 years old, if you sign a birth certificate, then But in my case, it was. I don't want to go into too much detail, but yeah, I chose. The judge that I had did give me the option, but I chose and made the decision. Going against everything my mama did. Everybody, nobody wanted me. Nobody. I went against. It was my decision. It was definitely my decision. I can't blame anyone. I
But I
can't.
think that, yeah,
But
and it's no
yeah, it was
disrespect to
cool.
anybody that felt differently, but that happened to a friend of mine, and so I 100% understood when you were telling the story. I understood it. I had a friend of mine. The exact same thing happened to him. He had been raising this girl. and he was an active father. He was, there, and he found out. And I don't remember the age, and he was devastated. But
Yeah, it broke my
ultimately, he did the exact thing he did. And so I didn't understand why people were, people. I read comments where people were making comments, and I'm like, y'all are some idiots. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, it'd be different if
but
you said the baby was 2 months old when you found out. 9 years. That's a long
Yeah,
time.
that's
nine
a long
years.
time.
yeah.
And that's all
You
you're
let go of that.
only thing the child knows at that point. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I didn't want to take that away from her. I didn't want to take it away from me. I didn't want to, and then it was
Yeah.
like at the time I was like, this she got my last name. She got my that's me. That like it just I didn't want to take it away. Now did I have moments to where me and my baby mama we was young, so we both hood and so we done had a time, you know what I'm saying? So it was moments to where yeah, my family was right that I probably should have, you know what I'm saying, been like, forget everything. If I would have just, you know what I'm saying, said, forget all that, I wouldn't have dealt with it or I wouldn't have experienced it. But it made me the man I am. And I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, glad that I experienced the things that I experienced with my daughter, my baby mama, my whoever, you know what I'm saying? But I get why people would feel like, why would you stay on? Because, people have their own way of thinking and their own feelings, and we can't take that away from them, you know what I'm saying? So it's just my feelings was, I felt like, why take this away from her? You know what I'm saying? Why I didn't even want her to know for so long, you know what I'm saying? My baby mama told her, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want her to know, you know what I'm saying? But I was going to tell her later, but I didn't want to take that moment away from her, you know what I'm saying? But however, I it made me a stronger man, to answer your question, and I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world, because like, yeah, it made me a stronger man, and I wouldn't take it back. If I had the opportunity to take it back today, I wouldn't. She's a beautiful young lady. She is going to college. She is making me proud, and I'm making her proud.
Oh,
We have issues. We have our issues. Everybody does, but through it all, I got her and she got me. And that's just what it is. But yeah, I'm glad that I made the decision that I made.
I respect
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Thank
Well, I
you.
respect it. And again, anybody got a problem with it, tell them call me. Tell them see me. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Why are you looking at me like that?
Yes, that was so funny when you looked over at her.
Oh.
Ain't nobody fooling with
Can I
him.
ask one last
I
question
can't wait
before I
to
go?
use that on Markel. You just got me something.
You got to do the slow look. It's the slow look. You got to
It
do
was so slow.
it. Can I ask one last question before I go? Because I got to go.
Absolutely.
Just, no, I didn't want to skip any bit. Really, Robert, let me ask you this.
On a man.
Um,
On a man.
when
You heard
what?
what I said.
I didn't hear
You
what
got to
you
go hop on a
said.
man. I
Yes,
said you got to go hop on a
problem.
man.
Sure do. Is that a problem?
Look how he's talking to
And
you on
his
there.
eyes are as good as rolled back. Okay,
Robert Ray. He's
Y'all
a
are a
whore.
key.
He is
don't
a
do me.
whore.
Y'all
Do
are
not
a
do
key.
me, as I'll be forced to do you harder. Anyway,
Yes, I'm listening.
Mm.
um, so Robert, I talked about this in the beginning. I'm going to end with it. Circular interviewing. Do you, at some point, not always want to be seen as all Robert Ray is the, because you talked about it today, is hood, the thugged out hood one. Do you want to maybe grow or transition from that so that people see that you're more than just that? Because, honestly, if that's what you project and present in the beginning, or even if it's not just the beginning, but if it's proliferated, or that's what's shown to them over and over and over, that may be all that they see, and they don't even want to get to know the other side? Or do you see yourself, as you start to get older and you start to have maybe even grandkids, you even say, let me come from out of that, or let me transition from that, because that's not all that I am, that's not all I ever want to be characterized as being, because there's more to it than just being that.
Um, great question. I love your questions tonight, by the way. On your exit out, how you circular interviewed me. You know what I'm saying? No, but no, to answer your question, I I love where I am and who I am, to be honest. I really do. And I'm not I'm honestly, I don't feel like I'm put on this.
Whoever patches this, don't do me. I can ask my own questions. You don't even know me. Oh, sorry. Um,
No, you good. I feel like the people that want to know me are going to know me, and the people that need to know me will know me. I feel like God orders my steps. You know what I'm saying? So the people that I need to connect with, I will connect with, and the people that I don't, it's other people out here that they need to connect with that they will learn from. So to answer your question, I love the hood. I love everything about me. I'm more than the hood, of course, you know what I'm saying? But this is who has made me who I am. This is me. I don't always say I'm in the hood and all of this. Yeah, I'm from the hood and I'm from the streets, but I'm also very caring. If you also see that everybody on the show can tell you how caring I am, how I'm with the production, how I'm with my family. I showed y'all the softer side of me with my people, you know what I'm saying? It's just that I think people are more so focused on the things that they want to focus on. You choose to focus on the fact that I'm from the hood or I'm from things. But I've said many times that there are many things about me, you know what I'm saying? I've been in insurance all my life since I was 18 doing appeals and grievances. And I work with the elderly, you know what I'm saying? Medicare Part D patients, you know what I'm saying? So there's many things, I just said that I'm going back to school, so it's many things that are outside of what people choose to focus on. I feel like it's their perception. People are going to, no matter what you show them, they're going to choose what they want to see, so I'm going to always be myself.
that's not for you, Robert. That's for just patches. Don't worry about how long my questions is or anything that I got that belong to him. Worried about what I got.
Let me look at these. I haven't been looking at the comments.
You need
So they
something
can
else
put
that's
numbers. They can
long
put
down
numbers
your
comment.
throat. Just patches.
Robert Razor,
Oh
gentle
Lord.
giant, and a rotated. But I really am, y'all. People, anybody know me? I love to have
You
fun.
mean?
I really have fun. Now, I was like I say, people have to understand their childhood and how people was raised to understand the person. I feel like people only understand what they see at that moment versus trying to truly see how that person got to who they are at that moment. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm only, not saying it's right, but if I'm only raised by that, that's all I know and that's all I've been around, that's all you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? My point in being on reality TV is to show me and what I bring to the world. You know what I'm saying? But no matter what it is, this is what I bring. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to confine myself
And you
into the world because they want me to be something else, or my growth is my growth. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm growing, so regardless of if I'm growing in a educational way or with my communication or with my lack of or whatever that I'm growing with, I'm growing every day. I'm growing. I'm learning something new every single day. I'm making my
and you
mission.
and you even said that earlier. Right. You even said that earlier that you are evolving, you're growing.
Mhm.
But I think that's something to expected that you like, listen, this is who I am. I love who I am. I know,
Yeah.
but I do continue to evolve and grow. And I love the fact
Yeah.
that you said that you are breaking the generational cycle. I don't want to say curses, but the generational cycle and raising your kids differently. And I can respect that too. I can
Yes.
respect that too.
Yes. All right. So thank you.
So I'm we had an hour and a half. I got a couple more questions and I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna let you
Mhm.
go too. But
Yeah.
Tracy said that you opened up a lot more this season, and I think I addressed that earlier when I asked you, did you just feel more comfortable this season? But you definitely showed us a different side of yourself this season. And again, I think the lives. So if you guys are catching Robert on live, you're getting a different side of Robert too. When he's live over on Instagram, you're getting a different point of view as well.
Yes.
Something that we
And
saw
I
you
asked
perform. We got a chance. Oh, go ahead. Go
me
ahead.
perform. Oh no, I was gonna say when Markel asked me about coming
Well,
back,
what were you gonna say?
I said when Markel asked me about coming back, I told Markel, if I come back, I want you to get me, like who people see outside of the camera. I want it to be me. I don't want it to be nothing fake. My if it make me cry, because last night I didn't want to be seen crying. I didn't want to be like, you know what I'm saying. I gave Reese to them. I don't want nobody to see me like this. I don't want, I didn't know it was my first time on TV, so it wasn't Reese's fault. It's just what I wanted to show. I was like, no, I don't want to show this. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying. I didn't know because the world is cruel. And that was before that I looked at myself and value myself the way that I do. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Back then, that probably questions and shit like this would have fucked me up when I got off this live. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be me. But I would have been questioning who I am and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm at the stage that I am at in life and I have the peace that I have in life, I can display who I am, like just to the world. But displaying it to the world could be hard as fuck. And I wasn't with it last season. So it was, you know what I'm saying? So that's why y'all see more. I gave Marquette and them the absolute me, get me.
All right. So one thing, and then we're gonna let you. We're gonna talk about the future. This is the last. All right, boss. Thanks for coming through.
All right, nice to meet you.
At the reunion, I mean, Lord, not at the reunion, at the performance. First of all, that performance was everything. If you guys have not seen the full performance, it was uploaded on Chasing Reality. They cut it out of the episode because they gotta you can't get that song up there. You don't want to get no copyright from that episode. But they did upload his performance, listen, that performance was beautiful. And you said that the liturgical dancer is your real sister.
Yes, that's my little sister. Yes, that's my little sister. I asked her, I was trying because I started, it was the final night and it was a close battle. To be honest, can Robert see my money before I put, see how the devil just come in when we talking about something so pop. You see that we're not going to let the devil deter, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to let
having a good time. We've been sipping. Yes.
We're chilling. We've been enjoying. See, so y'all see who it be. Y'all see who it be that get me going and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, baby mama. You know what I'm saying? So.
Listen. And I saw Jamar here earlier talking about the twins. Let me tell you something, Jamar. Robert is my baby daddy. So whoever them twins, they're not his.
Oh, yes, you did. Okay, correct them. Yes. But yeah, so to answer your question, it was the final night and it was close. The points was close. So I was gonna try to dance because I'm not really like a dancer, but I was gonna do Trey Songz, no, Chris Brown mix. And they had some dance moves. But I didn't want to give them a reason to take off more points for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me do something. I still want to do something different that I never really did. So I was like, let me do a gospel. So that song is what got me through so many. That's one of them songs.
That song is appropriate. It is so appropriate for you.
Like it has gotten me through many, many nights. So at first I was just going to do it, but I was talking to my sister. I was like, sister, I need someone to express the choir's part without me having a choir, you know what I'm saying? And she do that every Sunday, on Sunday. So I was like, can you do this for me? And she was like, wow. Now I didn't tell her that it was going to be broadcast. She said, brother, but it was we had practice and everything. She said, brother, you didn't tell me that it was gonna be broadcast. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, well, the world gonna see us. We got this. We got it. So it was so fun. And my grandmother was there. I keep saying that, but my grandmother's be 79 this year, June 3rd. And my dad was there, my stepmom, and all my friends and family. It was like a big moment. So whether I have won or not, it was like I had already won the moment, you know what I'm saying? So I just went out there and did what I did. I was trying, they told me that I made a church song sexy. That was one of the minus points that I got because I didn't get a perfect score, y'all. But I won the competition. But they said I made a church song sexy. But
Well, that's
I
not
don't
your
know.
fault. If you sexy, you
Yeah.
be sexy. You can't help that.
That was on my scorecard. I got a minus point one for that. But yeah, it was cool. I still won. I had fun. Like it was a great experience. It got me ready for the pageants and the other things that it made me challenge myself. But yeah, I'm glad that y'all enjoyed
What's the
the
name of the song again?
performance.
What was the artist in the
J
song
Moss,
again?
Good and Bad.
Thank you. I knew it was J Moss. I
Yeah.
couldn't remember the name of the
Yeah.
song.
J Mouse Good and Bad. And it's such a great song. Like it's such a great song. Like it's
It
such a
was.
I love
And that
music.
performance was so good.
Yep, I love music. So it was a song that I could deliver to the crowd the message that I wanted them to know. So yeah. I'm glad
So,
y'all
all right. So my last question, and then we're gonna get. Well, no, I have two more questions. Then we're gonna talk
I'm
about
with
what you
it.
got coming up.
All right.
So my last question, we saw at that performance, we got to because we met your mom last season, but we
Mm-hmm.
got to meet your dad and your stepmom, and I loved the conversation you had with your stepmom, which let us know that you had a good relationship with both sides. Like
Yeah.
we saw your dad, and I love the fact, and I mean, without the stereotype is, oh well, he from the hood, he must come from a single mom, blah 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 blah. But I love the fact that we saw your father, we saw that you have a relationship with your father,
Yes, yes,
and your
yes.
stepmom.
Yes, well, my stepmom, that's my mom's wife. So my mom is married. That's my
Oh, your
mom's wife.
mom's wife. My bad. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yes, my mom could make it because she had to work, so my stepmom came. But my dad relationship and my relationship with my parents and their relationship and it's just it's great, you know. They're a great pair, you know. They're great parents together. Now we didn't start off, you know, like that, but you know, they was young, and I feel like people need to take the time to understand their parents at the time because I didn't see my parents for who they were. We didn't have the relationship that y'all see now on TV before, but the relationship that we have now is like, oh my God, I love them so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand them. I understand their struggles. I understand what made them make the decisions they made. You know what I'm saying? And they support me in everything that I do. They correct me when I'm wrong. They give me guidance. Like they're the best parents that I could ask for. Like my mom and my dad is like everything to me. My stepmom, you know what I'm saying? Like they're everything to me. And they support me. They come to everything that I do, y'all. Like my balls, if when I did the turnabout, like everything that I do, they have came.
Oh wow. Child, they listen, they troopers for going to them balls because them balls don't start till 2 in the morning, child.
Yes, and
They
they be
troopers.
thugging it out with me. They
They
be wanting to
troopers,
see what
honey.
I'm
They are
doing and what
troopers.
experiencing with me.
Did you and your dad have a hard time with your sexuality?
Yeah, at first. It was me and my dad had a real rough um childhood, me coming up, my young adult life. Our relationship came in my mid adult life, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
Yeah,
growing up,
respect.
we thug. I talk about that on my podcast, Chestnut Checkers with Robert Ray. It's gonna talk about my childhood and my upbringing and things like that. I'm trying to wait on the reunion to air. You know, what we said we'll talk about me. And you got another
Yes.
question?
Well, yeah, you talk I didn't bring up some of the stuff that yeah, I know you talked about some stuff that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
want to
Right,
touch.
right, right.
Yeah. Now, that's a great transition. That's where we were going to end it. That's a great transition. Now, you said to me that you purposely did not want to talk a lot or do a lot with the nails. We met you as a nail tech. At the end of last season, we saw you opening a salon. This season, we saw you with your press on nails with your mom and everything like that. Well, tell us because a lot of people, myself included, I was like, Robert left money on the floor. He should have been selling his nails. He should have been ready to go. I said it. So tell everybody what's going on with the nails.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm listening. I'm
It,
stepping away, but I'm listening.
no, you're good. I started doing cosmetology. I'm not saying that I'm in it, like I'm not gonna do it anymore, but it's just something that I don't know. It's cool, but I don't know. It's just not what I really am into. I'm more so I like doing them. I will do them, but I didn't want to. I'm working on something in regards to me not putting all the work in, to be honest. I'm still going to be able to do it, but I don't want to put the work in, to be honest. So I was working on something that kind of fell a little slower than it's moving a little slower than I expected. But if I am back on next season, y'all will see what I'm going to be doing when it comes to nails. I just don't want to put it. I like the creativity and all of that, but honestly, I've been doing it for a long, like for a minute now, and it's cool. But it's not what I want after the pandemic and all of that. It's just something that I don't want to. I kind of got at the just because at first I was in the mood, and then the pandemic hit and all of that, and it was like we wasn't doing it, so I kind of got started doing other things and moving. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of lost the spunk. I still do it for people and my clients and stuff. That's why I haven't dropped the website yet. I have a website where I can order, but I just don't know if I want to really put my energy out there. I know y'all that it would be so good. So I am working on something to where y'all can display it and y'all will have it and be able to get press on nails and things like that. It's just y'all had kind of lost the spunk, to be honest with you. I just wasn't feeling
That's
it
understandable.
anymore.
And listen, sometimes
Wanted
things
to
in our
focus
life
on
are for a
other things.
season or a reason. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't just because you have that skill, it doesn't mean that's what you need to be doing all the time and making your money off of. Like it's a
Right.
skill. I listen. One of my closest friends, he is a cosmetologist and he did hair for many years, and he can't stand it now. Like
It's
you
like
got to be real
but
tough
it's
with
not
him.
like I didn't want to say it like that, but it's like y'all. It's like I could do it. I could do, but it's like I'll be like, okay, let me do it. And it's so I didn't want to open it up to the public and so it's certain people that I will. If you want some custom, I will. But I just didn't want to open it up like to where everybody could be, and then I just have to be sitting there.
Right. Because
That's not
then you get behind. Then look. Then you get behind, and then the people talking about you. Then they be like, Robert ain't
right.
even sending my stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That ain't man. I didn't get my order because now I know I didn't feel like doing the order in the first place. Why not just not put it out there?
Exactly. And just like Kenneth said, it's a skill that you can always keep in your back pocket. You're gonna always eat. That's it.
Oh, right.
You're gonna
Right.
always be able
Right.
to eat. So
Right.
now,
Right.
now you've been talking about this podcast. This is where we're gonna leave it. You've been talking about this podcast all season. So tell us what's going on with the podcast.
I know. Y'all, at first I had press on with Robert Ray, and I was incorporating, I was supposed to be doing press on nails, while talking about, just life and catching up with the people. Well, eventually, remember, I don't want to even do press on nails, so I had to switch it up. So I still want to do a podcast, so I got it. I have filmed 4 episodes. I was working with 3 other editors because what I had it to put out there, but I was rushing it. And then the last editor that I have now is like great. So it's already ready to drop and everything, y'all. But I want to let the reunion finish, you know what I'm saying? And then drop
Okay.
it. But I have 4 episodes already recorded. That's why I asked people to send me more topics because I want to record more episodes, with topics I'm bringing people on. And some is myself, it's just, it's going to be fun. So, yeah, it's gonna be worth it. I already got a few things. The first
Now,
episode,
do you check your inbox on
I
Instagram? Do
will
you
check
check
my
your inbox?
inbox. Yes, I check my
All
inbox. I
right. So if
check
y'all
my
have ideas or topics, y'all inbox Robert Ray on Instagram. His Instagram name is Robert_Ray. He easy to find.
yes, yes.
So check
And
him out
I
and
can give y'all a
him
pointer.
if
The
you
first
have ideas.
episode is gonna be pretty much questions. I'm being asked questions, and I'm gonna answer those questions. That's the first episode. The second episode, I'm playing like this little game, just kind of to give y'all a break and tease to get to know me or whatever. So it's gonna be fun, and y'all gonna get to see me and my personality. And then the next episodes is where I start bringing people on and things like that, and talking about topics and things that we just need to address in life. You know what I'm saying? Learning new things. So it's gonna be worth it, y'all. I promise. I
All
promise.
right. Now Tracy dropped your Instagram so y'all can follow and y'all can catch his lives. Now Robert be over on them lives acting up. So y'all can catch his lives. She just dropped the link. All right.
I
I'm
do
gonna
check
move.
my inbox patches, and I am coming out with an underwear brand too.
You got an underwear line coming out.
Oh,
Oh, slut.
fuck yeah.
Woo, we
You
can't
heard
wait
it
for the
here
photo
first.
shoot, right?
I already showed y'all my burnt ass on my Instagram, so I might as well come out with an underwear. And Markel already trying to sell my my unedited tub photos trailer.
Oh my God. I'm
Markel,
preparing
I
to go
still
back
have the
and finish my
exclusive content.
degree. I
See,
already
look,
got
he's
injuries
talking about
from
I
the
still
military.
have the exclusive content of Robert going for $9.99. I told you, baby, he's trying to sell me.
Listen,
I'm
send it to
trying to
me.
look at
I can't have you.
look,
I
oh my
can't have you.
God, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Y'all are a key. Y'all are a key, y'all. I'm gonna come out. Patches, you gave me an idea. I never thought about making underwear.
Thank you. I'm Diva Nicole. Diva Nicole said I'm preparing to leave
Oh
to
my
go
God.
back and finish my degree. I already got injuries from the military, so doing hair all day is hard on my body. I already feel 50 at 35. Right? You
Thank
can't
you.
listen. Everything things come into our life for a season or a reason.
Oh my
You know,
God.
and
Yes.
I think for so long we were sold this model of what life was supposed to be because it's what our parents did, it's what their parents did, and it's what their parents did.
Yeah.
You grow up, you get a job, you work until you retire, and that's life. And it doesn't, you don't have to have the same job for 30 years. I've changed job.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in education, but I've done so many different things under the umbrella of education. And I'm still look, I'm putting applications now. I want to change jobs
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's no rule that says you got to stay there. It's
Yeah.
no rule book that says that. So,
Yeah.
Ravine said, show it in my members only. Girl, I got you. If I get you
Oh my
pictures, girl, I got
God. And next time I got 20, I want it twice. Y'all are a key.
you.
I'm so glad that I'm not just the type of person to say, dude, I'll probably be out over the internet right now.
Oh, you would. Ho, believe that.
Baby, I'm so glad.
Well, we're here for now. Somebody said when is the podcast dropping? So you're gonna wait till after the reunion. So
Yeah, okay.
and I'm
So
that too.
I kind of want. I think I want to wait till after reunion, but we could drop. I really could drop it tomorrow if I wanted to, but I really want to wait till after reunion. I think Marquette. I want to wait till after reunion. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, or I'm wait till after the first
Listen,
part one.
once you let me know, I'll post it on my Instagram and I'll post it over here on my YouTube so people will
Okay,
know to
bitch.
find it. I'm
I got
definitely
you.
looking
I'll
forward
let
to
y'all
it.
know. I got
Yeah,
you.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, I want to address something that Ravine said. I'm going to defend Chasing. They pushed the reunion back a week. I'm going to defend Chasing Reality because I know how much footage there is to go through from that reunion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know that Dario, who is the editor, who, he wanted to get the reunion out Thursday, but
Yeah.
literally he flew home. I'm gonna tell a little bit of his business. He flew home Sunday morning. I think he was on him, and Ebby were on one of the first flights out of Dallas Sunday morning. He literally got home and he had to work on Chasing Atlanta. I don't know how he got the teaser out. If you want to be honest with you, I don't know how he got that teaser out by
I
Monday.
don't either.
So
I
the
wasn't
reality
expecting
is,
it. Kudos to
me
him.
either. I wasn't expecting it, but I said, "How did he?" And I sent him an inbox. I said, Dario, if you don't take your ass to sleep, because you
That man
couldn't
do
have.
his thing.
Yeah, I said you could not have slept. So they pushed it back
Yeah.
basically so Dario wouldn't be killing himself for the next 3 days
Right.
trying to get the
Right.
reunion out by Thursday.
Right. And he
It's worth
deserves
the
that.
wait, y'all. It'll be
He
worth the wait,
deserves
but
that. And it's going to be worth the wait.
yeah, yeah.
I
It was
definitely
just a
agree.
lot. That was a quick turnaround. That was just a very
Yeah.
quick turnaround. But I know they wanted to get it to y'all by Thursday. But honestly, it was just a lot. It was a lot
Yeah.
for him to be doing. He's filming Chasing Atlanta while, and he's doing the stuff for Oliver's show that's dropping as soon as this is over. He's a lot. He's got a lot on his
It's a
plate.
lot. Yeah.
So he gave us a teaser And y'all look good. We'll be all right till Thursday. We'll be all
Yes,
right.
it'll be all right. Y'all got us. I told y'all on the live. Go do y'all research on y'all favorite people. Go learn about them. Go follow them. Go like the lives, the after shows. Go like the different things that they have done. Like just get to know
That's
them
it.
more, and then I can understand them more at the reunion. Us at the reunion. You know what I'm saying?
All right. All right. I'm gonna play quick questions before. I mean, I'm the quick. What's it? Rapid questions. What was your favorite scene to film? What was your favorite scene to film this season?
The scene when I did with my green and them and all them being there.
Oh, your performance. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
What what was your least favorite scene? Was it Houston?
My least favorite scene. Oh, I can't. You know what it was. What I addressed at the
Okay.
reunion. You know what I'm talking about?
Got you. We'll wait.
Okay.
You'll hear about that at the reunion.
Huh?
um. Unfortunately, today we got some bad news. We lost Tina Turner. Do you have
Yes.
a favorite Tina Turner song?
Oh my God. What's love got to do? Got to do with it.
To do with it. All right.
What's love but a second
Hey, but a second
emotion?
emotion.
What's
Yes, you better
love
get it. Give them a
got to
shimmy. Give them that
do?
shimmy. Yeah, give them
Who
that shimmy.
needs a hug when a heart gets broken? Oh, and they
Now,
were
on a good
dancing.
note,
It just she had
there
fun in the
it
song.
is. There you go. You gotta get it. Now, on a good note, today is Patti LaBelle's birthday, her 79th birthday. Do you have a favorite Patti LaBelle song?
I like her patty pies.
Not I like her Patti. Oh Lord. Just Patches, that's my favorite song. Private Dancer is my favorite.
What?
He said I like the Patty Pie.
Okay, y'all got me. I don't listen to Patty like that, like off the top of my head, but her pies are
It's
good.
okay. It's okay. It's all right. Robert, thank you so much. Listen, we've been here for 2 hours. I
Yes,
appreciate you being so open and candid. I appreciate that. I have enjoyed this so much. And
I
listen,
have
I have
too.
enjoyed you this season. I definitely have. And I had so much fun with y'all on Saturday. We had a good kiki, honey. And that's my
Yes, we
baby
did.
daddy. Don't y'all play with my baby daddy.
That's right. That's right. And I thank you for having me. Like, absolutely. Like, I have truly enjoyed this moment. I love your vibe, your energy. I got to meet you in person and do this. So I'm glad to come over here on your platform and do it. I said I wasn't doing too many interviews, but you know, y'all, I got y'all,
You
y'all,
did
y'all
it.
know,
Right.
you know. But I got you. But I thank you
Right.
for
I think
that.
we got Jamar and Scott. You said Jamar and
Yes.
Scott, and I think maybe one more person.
Yes, and
Yeah.
Moto. And but
Yeah,
yes,
and Moto.
so
Yeah.
yes, but I also want to say, y'all, don't forget to go follow Robert underscore Ray, Robert Ray on Facebook, Chestnut Checkers with Robert Ray. Go follow all my social medias. Go check out all of our episodes. Go follow all of the cast, everybody, Trey, Sean, Lundy, Dior, all of us. Go follow us. Go get into our mix, you know, and enjoy us because we all have a lot of things going on. Telly, we all are great in our own ways. So go follow people and go support, and like and share. And yeah, thank y'all for having me. I've enjoyed these moments and yeah, I got y'all.
All right. All right, y'all. We getting ready to get out of here. About to hit the button. Mwah. Good night, y'all.